I have to take a second to make a quick apology. A lot of you have seen the video. It went mega viral, as it should have, of the Mexican boat, sailboat. I guess you could call it, but it hit the Brooklyn
naval
Bridge.
ship. Yes.
Naval ship.
Yes.
That's better. Thank you.
Yes.
And at first glance, I did not see the people standing on the masts.
Yeah.
And that really changed the context of those videos for me. And unfortunately, I didn't see that until probably 24 hours after I'd posted the videos. And I had also added the Titanic music to it, which is where it goes bad. If I'd have just shared the videos, it wouldn't have been bad. It was adding the music to it that was not tasteful.
Music is a mother, man. It definitely,
it definitely added some context. But again,
context.
I didn't know that at the time, so I do apologize for the insensitive post, because it definitely wasn't my intention. Like I said, I didn't realize there were people standing on every level of that mast when it hit, and really sorry to hear that there was loss of life, and there's still, I believe Ian said there was still like 11 in critical.
22 are right now in the hospital. I believe half of that is critical.
Yeah. So, there's still people that aren't out of the woods yet. So definitely praying for them. And
then a majority of the crew went back. They were transported, flown back. And the part of the conversation between you and I is that I drove by it this morning, and I took some pictures of it and I sent it to you of like, oh man, here's a ship. Like it's just wild to me that I'm just going to work and there it is, and the thing is, to give you guys some context, I kayak in the East River. So I've gone literally right in that area. And that current is unforgiving. People disappear. And I actually make the comment to my wife that I wear the safety vest, not for me to survive. It's for you to find the dead body, right? It's for you to find it. So it's a bright color. And I'm like, I'm only just wearing this bright ass thing just so you can find me at some point. What up, Buns?
Buns here. All right.
And so what's tragic about it is, like, I'm right here in Brooklyn, and I go kayaking out there. I go around Governor's Island. I go to Statue of Liberty, so I know the area well. I rode to the Brooklyn Bridge, one of my journeys, and it took me an hour to get there from where I live. Just paddling, just enjoying myself. The current did a lot of the heavy lifting. And what I quickly realized is that I was in a danger zone because I had my feet in the water. I was just kind of looking up, taking in this moment of just going under the Brooklyn Bridge. Like, wow, I made it. A. And B, it's like, who does this? Like, it was a great feeling. And then out of nowhere, I hear this horn blowing at me, and I like completely snap out of this, like this nirvana feeling I had, and pure ecstasy of just like, just doing all this work. And it's a massive water taxi coming right at me, putting its thrusters on in reverse and kicking up all this water, creating these 8 to 10 foot swells that now I'm between a ship, its engines in the water, and mind you, I'm in a kayak that you could fall out of. It's not a sit in, it's a sit on top. And then the Brooklyn Bridge, that's maybe 15 feet away. And I'm in these swells, just literally like, do not fall in. If you fall in, it's game over. I already know it. And in that situation, I was like, wow, this current is ridiculous. But then I had to get back home. So that hour trip, I said, I got to get back to my port where I was at. It took me almost 4 hours to get back.
Wow.
Because I was fighting this current. And I swear to you, when I got out, and mind you, clearly here, I survived. I had to give everything, and my mother and my ancestors, I had to ask for some backup of some juice, because it was the worst feeling of my life. But what I realized is that in those moments where you are really in like life or death, you figure it out.
Yeah.
You figure it out. You're like, okay, I need to do something. What I learned, and for anybody who's going to kayak, you have to zigzag against the current. And so I say all that to say to you that it's ironic that it's at the same exact area, same exact side, Brooklyn side, where this tragedy happened, is where my issue happened. And but when I tell you I look like Popeye when I got out, my wife was not impressed. She hates me. She was more like, you're late. And I was like, you have no idea what I just survived. Like,
Yeah.
But it's one of those things where it's like, I made it. Baby boy was just like an infant, and I just saw her staring at me from the shore, and I was like, I'm fucked.
Yeah, we're okay. We're okay.
I go, you have no idea there's a dogfight out there.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's the current is insane, and so to say that to you, the ship, the Mexican naval ship, lost power, and everybody was on the mast, as you said.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, but for them to be just standing there going against the bridge and just looking, I'm like,
Just watching it happen.
Nobody thought to just jump, do something, or there's no exit strategy that they have. So it's just so tragic.
Yeah.
But that current is unforgiving. So it really is sad. So but on behalf of everybody, Ryan, we all accept your apology.
Well, thank you, sir. I do appreciate that. I try not to be completely insensitive prick. So like I said, that definitely did change the context of the videos,
Yeah.
and so just needed to say that.